Peace and love, y'all. It's your girl, the Vibe Priestess, tapping back in with y'all with more messages from Spirit. You already know, a little tarot wisdom with the Vibe Priestess, and to the Most High, to the Creator of all, God, Spirit, Universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides of divine white light are calling your unconditional love, divine guidance, and spiritual protection over this space and over this reading. Allow me to be a vessel to channel your divine wisdom and guidance and call on your protection against any low vibrational being, entity, deity, demon, evil eye, black magic, spell work, hexes, hoodoo, voodoo, or curses, and so mote it be. Ashe. Peace and love, y'all. Welcome to the live. What's up, Miss Jamira Lee? What's up, Haja27, Steph Rags? What's up, Tizone John? Thank you so much for joining the live, y'all. I'm sending y'all so much love. Thank y'all for sharing this space with me today. Y'all, it's just so random. I just wanted to get on the live and do a reading today. I really didn't come with any type of direction. I'll be honest, I just felt moved to get on this live. I did have a few downloads that I wanted to share. Just like random songs that could be relevant, like that Lauryn Hill song, You Just Lost One. You just lost one. Bam, bam, beat up, bam, bam. You just lost one. Y'all, that's my jam, okay? But that, you know what? I relate and resonate with that energy so much because it's just like, baby, it's your loss, not mine, okay? When you got somebody solid in your corner and you sleep, baby, you just lost one. You just lost one. Okay, that's how you got to be about your energy, right? When people take advantage of your energy or they don't take advantage of, you know, the good-hearted person that you are, they rather take advantage, right, than like actually utilize the blessing and the connection to this person that you have. Hey, Straight G 1979, I miss you. Sending you so much love. Hey, thank you so much, Haja27. I really appreciate that. Right, keep going. Yes, Rasta vibes. I agree, baby. We on that type of wave. You feel me? So, yes, it's all about good vibes, good energy, okay? But, yes, y'all, so I'm just going to talk about a few things today. There was a few things that just ran across my mind because, like, you know, social media is such, like, a addictive thing. It's like a social construct. It's really hard to keep away from jumping on social media. And I've literally had to protect my energy. Like I've been talking about protecting my energy. Hey, I am George Sowell. Thank you so much for joining the live. Welcome back. Literally, at the end of the day, I do realize that social media is like a portal. Let's be honest, right? Social media is like a portal for anybody to come and, you know, they can get up in your DMs. They can say, hey, you know, what you doing? They can stir up your energy, right? But it's just like, only if you allow it, right? It's like, social media is like a portal, right? I used to hate how, right, everybody just has like this social media courage in a way. You see what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of people will come in and they'll be like, they'll DM you. They might say some shit that they wouldn't say in your face. You see what I'm saying? Like if you ran into me out in the store and like you don't even say hi or even speak. So this is what I'm saying. Social media is like a portal. And you have to protect your energy regardless whether it's through social media, whether it's through physical, whether like my homeboy here, I am George Soul, says like scrying too. People can scry and they can utilize different things that have your energy attached to it to kind of spiritually spy on you. Hey, Big C23, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, so social media is a portal, right? So this is why we have to have even our protection measures up when it comes to our spiritual protection in that realm, right? Because it's so many energy siphoners on the internet, okay? I've talked about this prior when we talked about trolls and stuff like that, right? But like, I noticed a lot of people get irritated. They get upset by the comments and by things, people stating their opinions, when a lot of times these people are not even real, right? They're just trolls. Like, I go online and the comments are always so funny. I enjoy reading the comments just to see what the going perspective is. But I always look at it like a social experiment. And this is like the app that allows us to, it's like a predictive programming. They use social media for that, right? So you go to like some type of mass platform where you know the majority of people are spewing a certain type of perception or whatever, and then you go into the comments, right? And then you realize, like, you'll see this common denominator, but you can tell like a lot of these pages are not even real pages. You see what I'm saying? Hey, I am Lisa Marie. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, so it's like, I don't even entertain social media. Really, I feel like I said, I feel like I'm ahead of my time. But even like back in Black Planet days, MySpace days, any fucking social media platform that was out, I never like adopted those constructs from social media. Like for example, right? Like MySpace, all of these old school platforms, right, gave us the etiquette of how we're supposed to be on the internet, right? It went from the chat rooms to Black Planet to MySpace to so on, all these other Facebook, all this, so on and so forth, right? But as we progress, we adopted certain ways and etiquettes on how to interact on social media, right? I remember everybody going on there, hey, Relove129, I miss you, boo-boo. Is everything okay, girl? Why you got the sad face, mamas? We're going to have to talk. I hope you're doing well. I'm sending you good energy, love. But yes, y'all, like the internet is like, when you think about the old constructs and stuff and how we were on MySpace and all this stuff, it's like we would do like little things like, oh, go and say, hey, go follow me, go do this, go do that, and it's like you're supposed to kind of command, things and or whatever, but that came from that. Love your hair, you look good. Please send the energy, I need it. Thank you so much, baby. I am definitely sending you good vibes, good energy, baby. Girl, stay focused, stay positive. Don't forget, right? When our minds we're going through challenging things, it's God trying to show us something, right? We got to find that higher perspective. Even when we're going through really tough, challenging things, we have to find that higher perspective, and we have to lift the energy, right? We have to lift our vibration. So I'm glad that you came here, Relove129, because baby, I'm sending you all the good vibes, all the good energy. We are raising the vibration as we speak, okay? We are confirming high vibrations only, baby. Yes, girl. Yes. And see, the attacks only show you your power. The attacks only show you who the fuck you really are. Okay? Because if you wasn't shit, would nobody be trying to send you no attacks? Would nobody be trying to send you no, you know what I'm saying? So it just shows who you are as a powerful person. Yeah, baby. You are tough. But like I said, know who the fuck you are because of the challenges that lay before you. Because people don't try to put salt in the game if you ain't got nothing to offer, if you ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? But if you need a chat, baby, we can chat too when I get off this live, you know what I'm saying? I hope I can give you some positive encouragement. Let me see. Learning how to create is necessary for our spirit. Learning to create our own energies. Right. We have to separate ourselves from other energies. Yes, exactly. There's this thing that I've been talking about, and it's like compartmentalization, right, of the mind is how we need to allow ourselves to reconnect, right? So our minds are not compartmentalized. But when it comes to our spiritual essence or whatever, we be needing to compartmentalize. We be needing to separate. We be needing to pull our energy, right, and separate it from everything, you know what I'm saying? So we can really recognize, like, okay, what am I going through? Is this, hey, Miss Ghostin, thank you for joining the live. Hey, Kathy McCormick and PB SPE, thank you so much for joining the live, love. But, okay. Hey, Just Call Me Doll, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all moving fast. Let me go back to see what we're talking about here. I be losing my track of mind. Losing my train of thought. But yes, y'all, yes, uplifting the energy, separating our own energy from others. And that's how we're able to recognize when we're going through challenging things. Is this just a life lesson that God is putting me through, an obstacle, a challenge for me to learn something about self? Or is this somebody intentionally trying to do harm, really trying to send me low vibrational energy? Is this a spiritual attack? Do I need to take a spiritual bath? Do I need to go and meditate? Do I need to go ground? Like, this is the type of mindset that we need to be in instantly. As soon as we feel that our vibrations or energies is off or we're low, we got to tap right into that. We got to start doing the research of like, okay, what's creating this energy? Why is, you know what I'm saying? But I know you probably know exactly what's going on, right? But prayer, right? Like whatever we need to do to call off that low vibrational energy or whatever it is that's making us feel frustrated. Go ahead and affirm that things are becoming better. Go ahead and affirm that God is shining light on some things to allow you to have more clarity about this situation. You know, all of these things are a rerouting of the mind that we have to shift our perceptions in those moments, because here's the trick, right? We have these obstacles and then we get in this low vibrational energy and then it continues to reel in more low vibrational experiences, right? And that's what we don't want to do. Yes, and rest. Yes, rest is a good example. Like, I know, you know, they say us Aquarius is right, when we going through shit, we be like, all right, I'm not gonna take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'd be quick to go to sleep and wake up and figure it the fuck out later, okay? Because it's about what's my energy doing right now. I gotta get my energy back in track. Hey, Bola G Money, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, so resting is very important too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're overwhelmed with responsibility, with life, with things that we have going on. And, you know, we don't take that time for self-care to make sure that we're giving ourselves the proper nurturing nutrients, like you said, rest, you know, and that we're just surrounding ourselves with the right energy, the right people, you know, all of those things, okay? So we got to start processing those things like that. And then even when things are hard and challenging and we're upset, just understand that energy is the only thing that's constant, right? And that it will shift and change. Hey, Breezy Bright Life, thank you so much for joining the live. I love you. Thanks for being here, sharing this space with us. But yes, at the end of the day, it's like when our energy is so low and it's keeping us bound, then that's when we have to reroute the thoughts, reroute the energy. We have to shift the mindset around the thing that's happening, the circumstance, the situation, right? It's like we narrate our circumstances and our situations, and sometimes the way that we're narrating it, right, is not really helping us when it comes to overcoming the challenge and the obstacle, okay? Hey, DB Photography 317, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, raising the frequency of the vibration, even of the vibration of, you know what I'm saying, the circumstance, the situation, right? When we change the narrative of what's happening for us, we raise the vibration of that. And we also start to take different action, which starts to help create, right, resolving whatever obstacles are in our way or whatever circumstances, situations, whatever that is. You see what I'm saying? So it's at the end of the day, we want to ensure that when we are looking at a challenge, we're not looking at it like that. Hey, crazy, beautiful Carm, thank you so much for joining the live, love. So yeah, we got to make sure when things are challenging us, we're not like, oh, here we go again. Oh my gosh, woe is me. I'm a victim. I'm a da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, no, in every moment, I'm taking my power back. Like how we take our power is when we no longer become a victim to anything. And I'm not saying that you guys are victims, right? I know that you're not victims, right? The mindset, though, is that anytime something happens to us, we got to get in the mindset that we created this until, like, we have to, because it's like we got to remember, we have to deprogram ourselves from the programming and the conditioning that we had prior, right? In that mindset, we were manifesting too, right? We weren't manifesting to the benefit of ourselves, though. We were manifesting in the benefit against ourselves. So it took to that point where we had to go back and be like, okay, whatever circumstances I created for myself, I put myself in this certain situation because I was not yet evolved mentally, physically, spiritually. I did not know that with the power of the Most High that I really can change any challenge I can, and I don't even have to look at things as challenges. Things are just, we go through things. Don't look at them like challenges. Look at them like lessons. Be excited to learn what you're supposed to grasp from a circumstance, from a situation, okay? Like literally when we decide that we're not going to play victim to our circumstances anymore, God starts to lay the foundation, right? To move you out of those circumstances, to put you in a better situation so that way it's in alignment with what you want to desire. Hey, Steve, 6326, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, so it's like until, like, if we continue, right, to allow, to respond off of what's in front of us, right? When we take our power back, when we realize everything is happening is because we created that. And when we change that mindset, we'll start to say, oh, I'm going to create better things. I'm going to create better experiences. I'm going to create better relationships. I'm going to create better A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, once you set in your mind that you create your reality, that even when your circumstances are in front of you that look like a challenge, it could just be a blessing in disguise. And when you start looking at life like that, like everything's a blessing in disguise, please believe anytime I have a challenge, anytime I don't give a fuck what it is, it's a blessing in disguise, okay? Hey, Kim C, thank you so much for joining the live. This is the new narrative, y'all. Like, we done let society create the narrative for us in our life and how we're supposed to experience life and things like that. And we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We are deciding that, you know what, I'm taking control over my life. I'm the narrator of my life. I'm not allowing nobody to come in and tell me that, oh, because I came from this upbringing, or because I'm in this financial situation, or because of this social construct, or because, like, I don't give a fuck. I am who I am because God made me who I am, and who I am is not based off of fitting into y'all boxes, right? We're not fitting into boxes anymore, because when we fit into boxes, that's when we don't realize our true power, right? And then it's always a motherfucker that ain't even on your level trying to put you back down the size because you not standing in your motherfucking power, right? So it's like you got to start knowing who the fuck you are, right? And then also realizing that I'm the creator of my world. I'm the creator of my universe. And if I'm going through an obstacle right now, don't worry about it. I'm shifting it, right? I created this out of the lack of understanding, you know, years back, or however long that karmic wheel had to turn for you to experience what you're experiencing now, right? But when we shift that mindset and we take control over everything, and we're not letting nobody put no narrative on our story, right? Right? Sometimes people like to just, you know, have this narrative of their whole life being a sob story. You know, are you going to change that narrative about your life? Are you going to continue to just, your whole life just about to be, oh, woe is me, my life been hard. Okay, we all have fucking hard lives. Like, I know I done been through some shit. We done all been through some shit. But when we decide that we want to have a better experience, you know what I'm saying? Then we will shift that mindset. We'll stop being a victim, right? Because it's not, see, here's the thing. We all have been victims, right? Because we've all been a child. We've all been somebody who didn't have, you know, that power to control a situation. And there may have been somebody controlling and dictating, you know, you during that period of time when you didn't have the power. So we all have been victims in a sense, right? And because that, like, a lot of times it stems with our childhood, we grow up still holding on to those childhood wounds. And then we're like still feeling victimized because we were. And that's a true statement. We were fucking victimized, but now it's like, okay, God has, with the power of the Most High, and also now that I'm an adult, you know, now that I have to figure out life on my own, you know what I'm saying, I can turn this shit around. You see what I'm saying? God's making us stronger so we can fight for him in the end. Big facts. Like, y'all, this is the time is now, right? We talk about this karmic wheel turning, right? And a lot of empaths, a lot of chosen ones, a lot of indigo seeds, a lot of star seeds, a lot of light beings and light workers that are here to do God's work, okay? That is the reason why, like he said, right, preparing us for that and putting more inspiration in our hearts, more things for us to see, more spirit, exactly, victorious, exactly. So it's like when we have this outlook, and we're like, you know, we have all these things that we've inspired. Like, we got to believe in the fact that God is empowering us to utilize the things that's inspiring us to either empower somebody else, to empower ourselves, right? But it's like we have to get out of the selfish mindset, okay? Because if we're not thinking about humanity, if we're not thinking about, you know, the fact that what we do can affect the next person, then it's like it's hard for us to move outside, because we have to be looking from a humanitarian standpoint, right? To have care and concern, and, you know, just kind of be able to look at the world in a sense where we understand everybody is going through something. Everybody has challenges and things like that, so that we're not placing judgment on those people, that make us have like this level of compassion, that if we have some type of advice to give because we've already been through that situation, we're like more willing to be open to give advice that's going to help that person, instead of judging that person or continuing to belittle that person even more to make them feel even more less than about themselves because they're not in that perfect situation they should be in. You see what I'm saying? Hey, truly divine one, thank you so much for joining the live, love. You see what I'm saying? So there's so much power when we take our power back and we don't become a victim to the world. Hey, Marito Day, El Iguelo, 24 hours. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. But yeah, at the end of the day, y'all, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Us taking our power back, not like being a victim to society. We're just saying, you know what? We're taking control. What else, y'all? What else? So, what I put down? So, energetic baggage and blockages, okay? Because energetic baggage and blockages is another thing that sometimes will get in our way. We don't even realize it because maybe we don't even know that we have this energetic baggage, right? But energetic baggage will become blockages for us, right? Because a lot of times we'll be harboring on to energy that we need to release. And since we're harboring on to this energy, it's guiding us in a direction that is not aligned with our purpose or our path. And so it will block you from a blessing. It'll block you from something. And then God will have to put you in another karmic cycle so you can learn from that. Because it's like you're not being led from the healed, pure heart of the Most High without fear, without, all of these things. You're not being led by that. You're being led by whatever energetic bonds that were holding you from your trauma or from whatever. And then you're letting that guide you, and it's taking you off your path. Exactly. Your ascension. Hey, Noity. Hey, Noity. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. So yeah, energetic baggage and blockages. So yes, we don't want to take energetic baggage from past relationships, from childhood traumas, like whatever. We don't want to carry that along with us because it will block us along the way, okay? Especially when we are on our ascension journey and we're trying to rise up, and we'll feel like this level of stagnancy where it's like we keep getting here, but then it's just like, when I'm ready to level up, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you don't even realize that there's still some healing, right? When we talk about the dark night of the soul. Hey, the Juru 15, thank you so much for joining the live, love. And whenever like from past relationships and things like that, you'll carry that on, And it's like you didn't really heal that yet. You know what I'm saying? There's still little pieces that you didn't release, or maybe still little resentments that you're holding on to that maybe you didn't realize it. Maybe you thought you healed from it, but you're still carrying that around with you. Hey, Amy Woods. Hey, Rocket88. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. So yeah, it's just like we're still carrying this energetic baggage with us, and it's blocking our blessings. Okay, so it's like resentment, right? Envy, jealousy, or like holding on to things like, and it don't even have to come from that. It could just come from like somebody did you extremely dirty. Somebody did you really extremely dirty, and like, you know, they probably deserve for you to have a grudge. Hell, you see what I'm saying? But grudges don't hurt them, and it don't heal you. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, why hold on to something that it's like working against you in a sense? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're helping them continue to do harm and hurt to you then in that case. So it's like you get to the point where it's like, I'm releasing this in love. Hey, Ray Marcel, thank you so much for joining the live. Yeah, you get to the point where you realize, though, I'm releasing this hurt. Like, why am I holding on to this? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like everybody done been hurt. You know, I don't have to hold resentment or regret or anything. I can just say, like we said, when we're not a victim and we realize, like, you know what, everything is happening for a reason, for a lesson or a blessing or whatever. You know, when you look at things like that, then it helps you learn how to release resentment, y'all. Because, you know, a lot of times we don't realize that we be feeling a type of way about stuff. Because, I mean, there's been so many phases in my life where I've gone through things that I tried to heal, right? Heal things that involve other people, right? And that's one thing that you cannot control, right? You can't be healed and assume that just because you are, like, forgiving or really seeking for someone to want your forgiveness in a sense, because they're the one did you wrong. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Philly Barber in Houston, welcome back, love. Thank you for joining the live. Yeah, it's like you really be expecting for them to come. You be wanting them to come with an apology because they the one that was fucked up. You see what I'm saying? But it's like then you decide that, you know, you're like, okay, you're willing to let bygones be bygones and have that conversation and move on. And you're expecting for that person to have the same energy and be like, yes, you know, I apologize. I'm wrong too. And that person doesn't come with that kind of energy. And then you back feeling resentful because you can't control other people. Like, they might not have no fucking remorse, okay? But you got to still know how to forgive and release, right? Just because you forgive somebody don't mean you gotta fuck with them, though, okay? Just because you release something don't mean that you gotta deal with them on a regular basis or nothing like that. It just means that I'm releasing this. I no longer hold a grudge. I no longer feel any low vibrational energy towards you because of this memory or this thing that you did. You see what I'm saying? I'm releasing that. And I still love you. I just have to love you from a distance because I can't trust you, right? It's like you got to put people in a place to understand, like, can I trust this person? You know, are we vibing? Like, is this person somehow stagnating me? Like, my elevation, my growth? Like, you got to start having these type of conversations about specific relationships in your life and then putting them where they need to go, okay? Because at the end of the day, our energy is connected, right? We don't got to be arms locked, you know what I'm saying, to be connected. We're energetically connected to people sometimes. And so when you don't make a discernment properly with certain people to say, oh, I'm disconnecting my energy from that. When they're having these thoughts about you and thinking of whatever they thinking about you, that there's still that energetic tie there, right? So that's why we start to decipher who's good for us, who's not good for us, and how we're going to move and like who we're going to prioritize, which normally it should just be self, right? We're going to prioritize self because that is why we need to prioritize self, because we're the only people that's gonna put things in a perspective for the surety, like, of our safety, security, longevity, stability, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The well-being, the health and well-being of self. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we gotta put things in a perspective, because another thing too is, like, you'll try to clear the air with people, and you'll see that they're just not willing to. Not everybody has that level of maturity, you know what I'm saying? Or it don't even have to be about maturity either. Sometimes it could be a wound that's so deep that, you know, it's just something that they just can't touch, because they don't have the ability to be able to heal, because it's so much damage, so much darkness, so much trauma built around that. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, Jug Forever Germ, thank you so much for joining the live, love. So, yes, so what else, y'all? So, we talked about social media being a portal. Protect your energy on social media, because a lot of times, too, all of our pictures, our essence is on the internet. People will go, and another thing, too, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and say this here. This is my only page besides my Tantric Tuesday page that I haven't even really used in a while, but like, and then I have my TikTok Vibe Priestess Tarot, and then I have my YouTube Vibe Priestess Tarot. But like, yeah, people will try to steal your essence. They'll take your pictures off the internet, they'll repost them and create a whole fake page. So y'all, I do not be in people DMs. I don't be asking nobody for come get a reading or none of that shit. So it's like, yeah, you gotta call your energy back, and you know, you just have to be aware that there's people out here that's like that, that's doing things like that, and you just have to recognize that and not even be affected by it either, because that's another thing too. It's energy siphoning. So people will do things sometimes just to get a response or a reaction out of you. So you got to pay attention to those things too. You don't want no response or reactions, or you don't want to give that to people that's just looking to siphon your energy anyway, right? Let's see. Yeah, so are you one of those people that be arguing with people in the comments? Okay, don't be that person. Don't be that person, because like I said, it's like you're giving that energy that they're trying to receive, okay? But yeah, y'all, I didn't really have much today. I think this is going to be a more shorter live. Y'all know sometimes I just go on a rant. I forgot I pre-shuffled this deck, but fuck, I might as well shuffle it a little bit more. And we're going to see what Spirit has for us today, okay? We're going to check the energy. Let's see what the energy is. Podcast, that's the energy, okay? So look, me here running my mouth, it is fitting, right? But it's like a lot of times I feel like people that come to my page, they are also very wise, very intelligent, very spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Tapped in. So this is just a sign to say that you have a message, baby. You got something to spread. You got something to tell, even if it's just your story, right? You've been through a lot. That's how you transmute, baby. When you be going through shit, you done been through a whole bunch of stuff. Transmute that shit, man. Turn that shit into poetry. Turn it into art. Turn it into a book. Turn it into a podcast. Turn it into something that's going to empower, inspire people. Because it's like, what's the use of you going through fucking fucked up trauma, drama, bullshit, if you're not going to transmute that shit and utilize it to empower yourself and other people? What the fuck else is the point? Hey, Kelly Marie 5929, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Why are we wasting our energy, right? Like, why not let our pain drive us to our purpose, right? And our, and let it find us, like, let that be a passionate thing that empowers us. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like sometimes people identify with it just so they can play victim to life. You see what I'm saying? And we're not doing that. You know what I mean? We're not giving our power away. We're taking our power back. Hey, my C's up 3. Welcome back, love. Sending you so much love. But yes, we're not doing that no more. We're utilizing our power to empower ourselves and others, okay? So podcast, that's the energy that we're tapping into. This could also have to do with gossip, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when you on your journey, you on your path, you see what I'm saying? A lot of niggas want to gossip and hate, and they don't got, nothing positive to say about it, because they see you in your power. You see what I'm saying? Baby, those cards are the devil, in my opinion. Put them down and pick up Jesus. I totally understand, and that's your perception. And you know, I understand. See, the cards are not the devil, right? The club is the devil, baby. That the music you listening to is the devil, baby. That low vibrational energy, you know what I'm saying? That all that fucking negativity. Like cards, this is not doing nothing but giving you power, inspiration, and this is a tool, right? If I'm not of the devil, baby, these cards cannot be of the devil, honey. You know what I'm saying? But like when you don't have access to the understanding completely of spirituality, I understand you come from a place of religion, so that's what you're going to believe, and I respect people's mindset, right? But the reality is that these are just tools, okay? And so because I'm of the Most High God, there is no devil in me. You see what I'm saying? So because I'm utilizing this for the power of God, baby, this is Jesus. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's so much information out there when it comes to religion. There's a lot of divisiveness. We're supposed to be finding wholeness and oneness, right? Because what I'm doing is something uplifting and empowering, right? But I'm using my energy for good. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, don't let your judgments and lack of understanding, you know what I'm saying, like have you place judgment on something that you have no understanding of. You probably never even done no research about cards. How are those cards Jesus? Explain. I didn't say the cards were Jesus, baby. I didn't say that the cards were Jesus, but that's a time for another conversation. We're not going to have that conversation on this live because it's bigger fish to fry right now. But what I will say about Jesus, right, since we're talking about Jesus, right, Jesus is a teacher, right? Jesus went out and he empowered people, right? And he led people to God, right? So if you're leading people to God, and you know, people will place judgment based on how you're doing that, and that's for them. Like, I don't care about people's judgments of me, because that's for them to understand, because a lot of those people don't even know Jesus them damn selves. Okay? A lot of those people don't even know God for real. They just regurgitating some shit they heard at church. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fuckers don't even be motherfuckers be church goers, but they don't know God. You see what I'm saying? So that's what really be funny to me. But it's okay, because I understand that it's just a lack of awareness. It's just a lack of understanding. People don't do their own research. They just listen to what other people have to say about stuff, and then they just feel like, oh, well, I guess, you know, most people believe this, so I'm going to just go with this status quo. So let me just go, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not judging nobody for believing in Jesus, you know, and believing that Jesus is God, you know what I'm saying? But like, Jesus was an example to show us that we are of God. We are all Jesus, right? We are all the son and the daughters of God. And so Jesus was an example to show us how we're supposed to live in our lives and how we're supposed to be a great example, right? Facts, though. People do be under a spell. I swear they don't really know the truth, because this matrix has put us in a space to make us not know who the fuck we really are, and that we actually have the power of God, that we don't have to go through no other force. They want us to disconnect our own personal connection with God so we can go through a man who can manipulate and deceive, right? So that you don't know nothing about real God. You see what I'm saying? They told you about a white Jesus that enslaved your ancestors, and you that's what you believe. Okay, that's cool. And I'm not trying to get you to believe nothing else. You see what I'm saying? All I'm doing is spreading my positivity and my word, and either you fuck with it or you don't, and I respect it either way. You see what I'm saying? But hey, TGG Fitness, thank you so much for being on the live today, love. Yes, it's like, my thing is, I want people to understand the power of their own personal connection with God. Like, a lot of people talking about in Jesus' name, you know what I'm saying? And the last time you was on my live, I couldn't tell if you was genuine or not. And I don't know if you was or not, but like, when you said in Jesus' name like that, I just was like, okay, like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But like, when you study history and religion, right, and you learn about Jesus, you understand that it's Yeshua. It's Yahweh. Like they've taken these words to spin it and use it against what it really is supposed to do for us, what it really means. So here we are talking about in Jesus' name, right? In Jesus' name ain't even Jesus' name. So get the fuck out of here. Let me see. L waits 30. I will keep you in my prayers. Thank you, baby, and I'll keep you in mind. Jesus, yes, Yahweh, Yeshua, Jesus, whatever you want to call it. God, though, it's the Most High for me. It's the big G for me. Okay, it's the big G for me. It's always going to be the Most High, the Creator of all, right? The big G, God. Y'all can worship man if y'all want to, but that's why, baby. And like I said, anyway, distractions, right? We can't allow distractions in. So anyway, what was I getting back to business? The Most High Yahweh. Exactly. Thank you. And then it's like, it's so funny because it be the people that are like hypocritical. It's like you outside doing God knows what, and you in my life talk about in Jesus' name. Don't be a hypocrite now, baby. Don't do that. I don't like hypocrites. I don't like people coming on my live with that kind of energy, acting like I'm not doing something right. But, baby, unless you've changed your life, okay? Like, don't come on my live with the shits, man, okay? Because, baby, I'm not judging you, so just don't judge me. No one said I was perfect. I know, baby. I know you're not. And neither am I. So it's like, if you come in here to spread love and like, then tell me something about Jesus and we can have that conversation. But it's like you're coming to me like, that's just a conviction of Jesus' name. Yeah. And it's like, but you're coming like on here divisively as if I'm not like saying the same thing. But because this is what I'm saying. People will use words as a distraction and compartmentalize things and not see that we're saying the same thing. You love God and I love God. You just like to call him Jesus and I like to call him God. Ain't we on the same page though? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get the divisiveness, but I understand because it's the religion mindset, right? Religion gets us to this point where we block everything off because we're like, well, Jesus, God covered in the blood of Jesus, and I'm gonna go get saved one day, and I'm gonna go to heaven. Whatever that whole rhetoric is, you see what I'm saying? But the reality is, we both love God. We both saying the same thing, and so just when you come with that energy of divisiveness, it's low vibrational. Like when you're trying to empower somebody and you want to uplift them about Jesus or whatever, it's an energy still that you want to approach it. Don't come like we're having a debate as if I'm not praising God like you are. It's just me and you. You have a religious mindset about God and I have a more open, free mind way of thinking about God. But we're still here trying to get the energy of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not trying to judge you, but don't judge me either, okay? And just know that I'm coming from a good place, a good space, and it's not coming from a place of religion, though, because people go to church and get molested. People go to church and get misled. People go to church and they leave with lies and they pocket empty, right? Because these fucking big religious people who have used Jesus' name, right, to manipulate the minds of the people, right, to not tell them what they really need to know about the Bible. There's the New Testament and the Old Testament. There's all kind of sacred knowledge when it comes to God and all of these different things, right? But they only give us the information they want us to know. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we have to have a mindset that, yes, there's a lot of information that I do know, and there's a lot of information that I don't know. And because I don't know everything, I'm not just going to close my mind to certain things that can free me from my way of thinking. People are so content with being Christians and being Christians and going to church on Sunday, but celebrating Halloween and celebrating all the fucking devilish fucking holidays that don't even represent what Jesus was or where, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we are really culturally conditioned. It worked like they took the culture of religion, and then they put a spin on it and made it like, oh, this is American culture, right? But it's cap, right? Everything that we do is based on the economy, right? They want us to celebrate these holidays and all this stuff, but none of it has anything to do with God. So, like, I'm not a hypocrite. I don't contradict myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's something that I don't understand, I'm willing to listen. I'm not going to close things off because of a way of being conditioned. You see what I'm saying? A way to be conditioned. So, y'all, I don't know how to do these lives. It looks like y'all been requesting to join my live, but I don't know even how to do that. So I'm not trying to ignore y'all, right? But my season 3, I appreciate this conversation, and I appreciate you still coming and vibing with me on my live and having this conversation, because I think that it's important. I feel like it's important that when people have different views, that they still have the conversation. And that even if we don't agree, it's still no love lost, and it's still just a way for us to have a meeting of the minds, to have a better understanding. So I want you to know that there's no love lost. I still got mad love for you. And, you know, whether it's the Most High God or Jesus, whatever you want, don't get caught up in, you know what I'm saying, the compartmentalization of things. Just take the message, right? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm sending good vibes, high vibration frequency out into the ethers so we can uplift the vibration, because we don't understand the power that we have, the power that God gave us within, that we got to go through this one and that one when we can go straight to the creator through our vibration, through the energy that he gave us, right? To empower ourselves. And a lot of times we're a victim to religion. We're a victim to the lies that we've been told, because we don't even know that we can free ourselves right here, and we can live in a heaven state. You say he been left. I don't know how to tell. Y'all can tell when people come in and leave. Like, I suck at this live shit. I just be vibing. I don't fucking care who's here and who's not. This shit gonna be on my motherfucking Instagram. I'm gonna save it, and motherfuckers can go back and they can see what time it is. So, baby, it's all energy, okay? He gonna feel this energy even if he gone, okay? But yeah, you know, people will always try to discredit your wisdom and things like that, because they're always gonna have that opposite perspective, and that's just life. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I respect it. Anyway, back to the money. Talking about put the card back to these motherfucking cards. Stop playing with me, Spirit. Thank you, God, to the Most High. Spirit, what messages do we have? Keep it moving. That's the message, baby. Keep it moving. We on the chariot. We moving fast. We out of that energy. But like we said, we were talking about the podcast, right? We were talking about having a message. We were talking about empowering people, using our creativity to uplift others. Thank you, God, right? I love you too, sis. Thank you so much. Yes, God is good, y'all. I appreciate y'all vibing with me still too. So let's see. So the chariot came out. That also came with the balance, right? This also is balancing the darkness with the light. And that's what we talked about with this coming out. We checked the energy. And like I was saying, right, this is taking the darkness with us and the light, and transmuting that darkness into something creative that's going to empower us, that's going to empower other people. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like when you come grounded, balanced, right? And you have you're working with your masculine and your feminine energy, right? You can't lose, okay? So what else, Spirit? What else? Yeah. Okay, so this is one of those things where this is just about a ending somewhere. Okay, so this could very well be about the ending of these negative ways of thinking or things like that, because swords is all about the thoughts, right? The unseen, things like that. And so with this being said, this looks like somebody who is just like, they've revised their mindset, right? They've revised the way that we were talking about, okay? It's just confirmation about the processes, right? And just death to the mindset, the old mindset, okay? And then the new beginnings, right? Because it came right after that. So this is going to usher you into things, and we're going to allow our passions to guide us, right? Like we said, when we're like, podcasts can also be about gossip though too, because we're checking this energy. So if it's about gossip, then could be about just letting people who backstab you, right, leaving them in the past, okay? If this is about you empowering yourself and having some type of creativity and transmuting it, okay, then yes, this is going to move you in that area of those things that are passionate. You're going to let those passions guide you to that area. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm just still tripping off of that. I hope y'all can probably tell. I'm still tripping off of that, but it's all good. Anyway, I'm not really tripping, but I just think my energy, I need to ground my energy again. Let me burn this fucking Palo Santo. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I got some dope decks, y'all. Like, I have this, I have one called the Realist Oracle. That's one of my favorite decks. This is just a regular, like, one of those, what are they called? Rider-Waite decks. And then this is one of my favorite decks. Where's the cover for that one? This one, the Roast Iconic. This one is hard because this be having, like, some real shit in there. Like, this be the one that has the cards that's, like, triggered and narcissist and simp and bitch and all that. I'll be like, okay, let's get real. We got to get real and raw. I pull that deck out. But yeah, let's clear this space, clear this energy one time for the hood. Because this shit. Woo! Relove 129, how you feeling, baby? How you feeling? You feeling better, baby? I hope you are, because I know, like I said, I love that people can come get on my live, and if they was going through something, that they feel better at the end of it. So I hope and pray that you are feeling good and feeling great now that you've been vibing with us today. Let me see. All right. We got the sage going. All right. All right. Yes, boo. I'm glad. Yes, y'all. Okay. So, yes, this is about prioritizing, right? The fact that you done put things in a perspective, this is now prioritizing that perspective, okay? Putting it in the forefront, because realizing that our perspective guides and leads us, right? It does, because at the end of the day, our mindset is what, like, the bright ideas that come to, like, this, that we decide to take action on, it comes from the mind first. Hey, Dale Dapper, welcome to the live, love. Sending you so much love. Miss you. Appreciate you here in this space. Yeah, it's like prioritizing that, though, because when you prioritize your perspective, okay, then that means you're prioritizing your purpose, especially if you're aligning your perspective with your purpose, okay? Because a lot of times we will look at things and view things from a skewed, right? That, like, this, like, we just had this energy where it was like looking at it from a skewed view, and now it's some type of debate, or now we're going back and forth about something, and it's like, because of this skewed perspective, right? But if we had a more open perspective, there wouldn't have been no type of confrontation. It would have just been like, okay, well, we both have these views. We understand that we're having a meeting of the minds, you know. We would have just been kind of sharing information. You see what I'm saying? And so that is the beauty in being able to prioritize your perspective, especially when it comes to this podcast. You see what I'm saying? And you're going to be utilizing your the power that you have, right, for your purpose, okay? And if this is about gossip and bullshit, you see what I'm saying, then this is just you prioritizing self, okay? And this is you cutting that shit off, okay? It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Hey, Sadeverse Nikki, thank you so much for joining the live, love. So yeah, this is you walking away. Yes, walking away or whatever. But this could also be you walking towards a new path, right? If you're thinking about doing a podcast or some type of art, some type of way that you can put your message out there, okay? This is what this is about. It's you walking towards that and walking away from those things that weren't fulfilling you, right? Your creativity, fulfilling like the things that you should be doing to empower self, okay? Yeah, walking away. Both of these cards is about walking away, okay? But this is about also walking away from people who thought that, oh, they had one over you or something like that. See, a lot of times when we're trying to pursue our careers, pursue our passions and things like that, it's gatekeepers or somebody that just don't want you to level up. If you care too much about what people think, this is gonna be a fucking block for you. You're gonna be so concerned about what the people think. Like, are you one of those people that's always like, I was gonna wear this today. Like, what do you think about this outfit? Or, oh, you know, I was thinking about doing this, but you know, I don't know. What do you think? Like, fuck what a motherfucker think. You thought it already, baby. It was in your head. So why the fuck do you care about what somebody else think about it? It's your thought. It's your vision, baby. So fuck what somebody else think. Like, we always trying to get other people's opinions, and it's just because we like are looking like for some type of validation outside of ourselves. Starting a family for ourselves. Yes, big facts. All of those things are important. Like creating your lineage and passing down, you know, things to your family and all of that shit is important, you know. And it says your intentions matter too. Yeah, all of that matters. Perspective and intentions matter, okay? So this is you walking towards the things that are empowering you, walking away from the people or the things that aren't, okay? Walking away from the perspectives that aren't like allowing you to speak your wisdom, not allowing you to be heard, because that's the thing too. A lot of times we okay with being a victim, but you're not a victim, you're a victor, okay? So whenever you feeling like a victim and feeling like, oh, you know, you don't want to share your story. Nah, baby, I'm not a victim. I'm not telling you this story because, woe is me, nigga. I'm telling you this story because, baby, look at me now, bitch. Do you see this fucking glow? Like, it's time for you to, like, stand in your power, know the fuck you are, regardless of who think about what. Nobody fucking cares, because the Most High thought, God thought, that's all that mattered for me, baby. Shit. Where are what? Let me see. So yeah, right? The Most High said, right? The Most High said, but like, here's the Most High saying it, right? But then it's like, you're looking at all these people that said, boom, boom, boom. You worried about what they said. Look at him looking over here, and you all unhappy because you didn't get the response, right, that you was wanting to seek from them. But like, the Most High said, the fuck? Yeah. That is so funny. Oh, that was a typo. No problem. I get it. But yes, y'all feeling me? It's like the Most High said, so I don't care what nobody else said. Like, I'm not even checking for motherfuckers, right? Look, I'm not checking for motherfuckers. I'm over here like, I'm just listening for, like, I'm blinded. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. You see what I'm saying? But like, this is entrapment, okay? When you so concerned about what other people think and you not making moves based on the intuition and the downloads that you receive, this is stagnation, right? You over here worried about somebody. Nobody's gonna validate you. You see what I'm saying? I used to do that all the time. I'm over that shit. I used to ask, like, I wanted validation so bad outside of myself. Like, I was always like caring about what a motherfucker think or how they gonna receive my creativity, or ain't this dope? Because I know how the fuck dope it is, but it's like, you don't think it's like I be expecting motherfuckers to be like, oh my God, and that's how they really should be. And when they not, that's when you know, like, why the fuck was I even seeking validation from you? You can't even recognize greatness when it's in front of you. The fuck? Hey, E46M3 Forever. Thank you so much for joining the live. Like, why am I asking you? Okay? The fuck? So the Queen of Cups is about, baby, I'm focused on my energy, on my emotions, right? I'm tapped into my intuition. So it's like, even though I can't see, baby, I can still see, I can still hear, I still know what's going on, right? So that's what this is about. That's why you're so wise. That's why you should have some type of platform. You should be speaking your truth, because when you, I'm telling you, your words are more valuable than you even know, because there's a lot of motherfuckers out here just working out of their ego, playing that role like they got something to say, like they can uplift a motherfucker. Like, okay, but it's all ego based. If it ain't coming from that God space, then baby, I don't give a damn what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, like, I really feel like people's lower forces, you know what I'm saying? Like, for lack of a better word, because I hate saying demons, because people always take that and it's just like has this horror film idea in their head, right? Rio Finn 33, thank you so much for joining the live, love. But yeah, it's like they'll allow they lower urges to motivate them to take action, to do things, to say things. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, bruh, where did that even come from? Like, we're more, like I said, we're looking at what we're feeling and we're processing it, and we're not just going and spazzing out and saying some shit we don't really know what the fuck we feeling or what we're going through before we go say it to somebody else or whatever. This is us processing how we feel first, and we're very sure and very clear about it, right? So can't nobody come in, and can't be no manipulation of that. Can't be nobody trying to spin you. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, the Magician, this is about you having all the tools that you need in order to create this platform, okay? Or also in order to remove yourself from dynamics or situations that are no longer serving you, okay? And like at the end of the day, like when you have the Magician, this is like your charisma. This is who you are. I agree. Unhealed and hunger. Yes, all of that. So it's like, yes, the Magician is all about like this charisma, right? Like you got this charisma, this, you know, this finesse, you know what I mean? Because like the Magician can be like car salesman, you know, they know how to point out all of the highlight things that, you know what I'm saying, that they can see what your needs are, right? So it's like you can identify people's needs and you can tell them what, you know, baby, you need this, you know what I'm saying? That's a very empowering type of energy. But here's the thing, confidence is Godfidence, baby. Okay, so you gotta know who the fuck you are without the validation of others, and we gotta stop seeking validation. Like when we do something, we just put it out there. We gotta do it without the fear of the reception of other people. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Facts. Sail sand to a beach. Big facts. You see what I'm saying? It's like you gotta go out there and put your shit out there like you already know, baby. I wouldn't give a damn. Somebody gonna get this. You see what I'm saying? And regardless whether you like it or not, I know if you don't like it, it's because you're a motherfucking hater. You see what I'm saying? It's like, and if you don't really don't like it, that's cool too. You don't gotta be a hater. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, we all got a demographic. This just ain't for you. And I respect that too. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is who you are. You're the motherfucking Magician. And you got to stand in your power and validate that yourself. Not asking other people what they think and things like that, because they'll be the number one things and people that's discouraging you from taking action. The number one people that know that you would accomplish it and you would actually take the fuck off with that shit. And it's going to be the one, that same person is like, I don't know, dog. Like, I don't think you should do that, bruh. Like, because it's like people don't want to see people do things that they are incapable of doing. Or they just feel like, bruh, if you was up there, then what I'm going to do then? I ain't going to have nobody down here with me. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is just about being a visionary, controlling, right? Because we talked about perception, right? So, views, right? Our views are so important. Our environment is so important, right? Our mindset and how we look at things is so important, right? So it's just like, if something is in our focal point that's not beautiful, or if it's not in alignment, it's like we about to shift that focal point. Because what did they say? Where attention goes, energy flows. So it's like, this is all we focusing on, baby. We're creating an environment that is conducive to the future, conducive to what God has for our purpose, our plan, our path, our journey, right? And if what I'm looking at ain't in alignment with that, oh, okay. We refocusing, baby. We switching up the viewpoint. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Candy, Mickey O2, thank you so much for joining the live, love. I call them type people monitoring spirits. Big facts. They're gaining from you being down. All of that. Yes, but I call them monitoring spirits too. I do, because, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. I swear it's like people will try to keep you low vibrational and down. And yes, it's a monitoring spirit. It's a low vibrational entity working through those people that know that you are a chosen, or you're a star seed, you're a light worker, whatever it is that you claim to be. That lower vibration in that person knows it and don't want to see you elevating, because it is spiritual warfare. At the end of the day, that's all it really be about. It's spiritual warfare, baby. And so it's to the point where we gotta look and always look at everything like that. Even in the people that's in your life, the things that you're doing, like when people come approach you with shit and feelings, like you gotta process it, right? Read the energy and everything of it, because like I said, it's monitoring spirits, it's gatekeepers, it's dark empaths, it's low vibrational entities, it's incubus, succubus, Jezebel, like whatever. It's all outside. You see what I'm saying? And so when you outside, just know, you know what I'm saying, somebody's going to come along that could be embodying this type of energy. So like I said, we redirecting the vision. We redirecting our focus, and we're not allowing these things to control us anymore. And we're also controlling the fact that I know that when I no longer entertain this foolishness, this won't even ever come into my experience no more. It's like it gets to the point where we have to get used to rejecting the shit that we don't want in our experience, right? And once we start rejecting it enough, we're telling the universe like, no, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, right? But as soon as we entertain that shit, please believe God gonna say, oh, okay. Oh, the universe gonna say, oh, okay. Oh, you like that? All right, bet. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how it works. So we're redirecting the focus on the shit that we don't need. And like, because what'll happen is, boom, these towers gonna hit, because God be saying, you know what? We tearing down all this shit, okay? Because if you don't see it and you can't reconstruct the vision, God gonna be like, bet, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you out of this little trap. It may seem like it's some like I'm punishing you, but it's really not. It's really a blessing in disguise. You don't even see it. Hey, Jamila Gonzalez, welcome back to the live, Lord. I mean, I'm over here reading Reloads 129, and she said, I'm back, Lord. So I said, hi, Jamila Gonzalez, Lord. I'm so silly. Hey, Jamila. Hey, what did she say? I'm back, Lord. I need a miracle. All right, girl. We're going to talk. We need to figure out. We got to figure something out for you. But yes, the tower, right? So that's like saying, okay, you're not going to restructure your vision, your focus. Boom. We tearing all this shit up, right? The tower be God though, a lot of times. And it be for good reason, right? But you know what happens though sometimes? When God be trying to show you the signs that it's time for you to remove yourself out of this tower, right? And you still in there trying to stay inside while that motherfucker crumbling down, it's going to be like ground zero, 9/11, okay? And you all fucked up underneath all the damn rubbish and shit like that, because it's like, you gotta move. You know what I'm saying? You steady trying to stay stagnant, and that's what'll happen, right? God will create a tower, but you'll just be still you're not trying to surrender to it. You're trying to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit go. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. And then you be trapped in the rubble of the tower. So it's almost like you be trapped, because it's like you can't see the fact that if you kept moving, then God would have this way, right? Or this situation for you that will relieve you from whatever situation that you was in, right? But a lot of times we can't foresee that far out. Hey, cuz, welcome to the live. Miss and love you. Yes, like, so when you'll get trapped under that rubble of the tower, and then you'll be sitting up here thinking God just punishing you, you did something wrong or whatever, or you're reaping some type of karma or something like that. But it's just like you're not tapping into what God is trying to show you, the signs to lead you out of an issue, lead you out of a problem. Okay, so you got to pay attention to that. Okay, because, and this is like we talked about the podcast, right? So this is like, these are those highlighting moments, right, that we would want to continue and talk about, because at the end of the day, this is all about like, okay, yeah, I've been through some shit, but I'm transmuting it because I have a story to tell. Thank you, cuz. Miss and love you more. Needed to hear this. Whew, I'm so glad. Look, it divine timing, baby. You see what I'm saying? Like, come through, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's really about. Like, towers got to shift. We can't just be sitting up there stuck underneath the rubble trying to get somebody to come save you, because ain't nobody coming. Baby, we got to save ourselves. God is the only one that's going to come. You see what I'm saying? But it's like God got this universal language. He don't always speak to us the way that we expect him to hear it. We got to be able to read the signs. You see what I'm saying? But God be moving us out the way. You see what I'm saying? And yes, with the Knight of Wands, this is all about, like, this is, you know, I get like this promiscuous energy with this card. It's almost like, you know, but like I said, if I'm applying this, and this is not a person, and this is like more of like an energy, this is like you just doing too much. You move, you know what I'm saying? Sit down and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back in and reel it back in. You see what I'm saying? Hey, the Don Diva, thank you so much for joining the live. Lioness energy, hee. Big facts, okay? I'm definitely on my segment energy. You feel me? Big facts, okay? So it's like Knight of Wands, you know, energy. This is about just needing to settle down, okay? Relaxing, because the Knight of Wands is a lot of fire, a lot of passionate energy, okay? And this one is in everybody, like, just, you know, it's like you might need to reel in your energy, because it's like your energy is everywhere. When I talk about promiscuity, right, it don't always have to be about sex, right? Energy exchange is energy exchange, okay? But it's like you could be wrapped into too many energetic ties, energetic bonds, and things like that needs to be released, okay? Because it did come underneath this, right? This is how we get so tied in to heartache and emotional manipulation, and like being tied into situations we in too long, when it's time to show that it's time to prioritize our own heart's desires, right? Not trying to be entertaining somebody who got their energy in too many places, or also not, if I'm being that person where my energy is in too many places and I'm not able to prioritize myself, then that's a problem too. You see what I'm saying? So what else, Spirit? Yeah, it's all about balance, right? It's like if we are going through something, there's a challenge, then it's about us going in and balancing this energy and just figuring out what needs to be balanced. I may need to add a little bit more, remove a little bit more, balance that shit out. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's just, we're everywhere, all over the place, and we have to reel it back in to say, okay, I need to ground. I need to, like, and then it's like quiet the mind to even figure out what needs to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you're balancing your books, you know what I'm saying, and you're budgeting and things like that, sometimes you got to get the receipts out. Sometimes you got to, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's a little research. There's a little shit that you got to do, right? For sure. Ooh, that beacon in my window. What else, Spirit? Yeah, because this is what's going to move you into the calmer waters, okay? Those leaving you out of those murky, you know, choppy waters, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to be moved back into a more peaceful, still place where we can see more clearly and things like that, okay? Yeah, because with this, the Nine of Cups is all about patiently waiting for what we know is due to come, okay? Like when we know that blessings are coming, we know, it's like the faith of the mustard seed. That's what card this is for me. It's like when you know, first of all, you know the work you've been putting in. You know who the fuck you are, right? That comes first, okay? But that's what allows you to sit there gracefully knowing, baby, I know who I am. I know what kind of energy I put out into the world. I know how I'm reprogramming, restructuring the mind, so that way my mindset aligns with my spirituality. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking care and nurturing my body. I'm making sure I look good, I smell good, I feel good. You see what I'm saying? All of these things play a role. And it's like, even though maybe that what we're looking for, right, that outcome, that happily ever after moment is not yet here, we know it's coming. We have the faith that it's coming, and we're already existing in that energy, right? You know what they say is like, when you, I am is being, right? And it's like when I want or have a desire to be something, then I act as if I am, right? But you actually acting as if you are, actually attaining the knowledge and the wisdom to better yourself and how you apply yourself in that area, you are then mastering that and becoming that of which it is that you want to be. So therefore, I am. Okay? I'm not going to be like, oh, I want to be. No, I am a tarot reader. I don't want to be. I'm reading tarot. I'm empowering you. I'm a motivational speaker. Okay? I'm a yoga instructor. Okay? I'm a goddess. I'm a whatever you want to be, but whatever that is for you, that's what the fuck you are. And you don't need validation outside of yourself. All you need is validation with the Most High and validation with yourself, your actions that you taking every day to continuously reflect what it is that you motherfucking are. Period. Big facts. What else, spirits? Yeah, because you are the motherfucking Empress, baby. The Empress is all about fertility, creation. Like, you literally manifest with this. And the Magician being out here, baby, ain't nothing. You're unstoppable. You're fucking untouchable. Can't nobody even fuck with you. You're like very resilient. It's like, I always say that word, and this one mom like, where's that one word that I use a lot? Yes, you're that. So it's like you're unstoppable, and it don't even matter. It's like, this is why these type of shady energies always like on your fucking coattails trying to take something from you, because you are that mother. You are that. You are that. I'm really working on my cuss words. I was gonna say, you are that nigga. You are that bitch. But I know there's more high vibrational words to express that. But it's something about, like, I'm learning that energy is energy, right? And like when I say I'm that bitch, baby, that's high vibrational. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, okay? When you that nigga, that's high vibrational, because it's the energy that I feel as I'm saying it, right? So a lot of words are low vibrational, but because of how we are, like, we are transmuters of what things are. Like, a lot of times we've taken words and we've made them empowering somehow. You know what I'm saying? So like the energy that plays a role in everything, y'all. But anyway, like I'm saying, with the Empress, you are the master manifestor, the creator. You're a nurturer. You're loving, kind. You have this beautiful heart spirit about yourself, right? And that's when these motherfucking low vibrational, thieving ass, dark empaths or low vibrational, narcissistic motherfuckers want to come take, because they see how you create. Okay? They're like, oh my gosh, like, how the fuck does she do that? How does he do that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now niggas is hating, and they like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to hate, or they want to try to sabotage your shit or whatever that is. But it's like, just know that what God got for you, can't nobody come and sabotage you. Can't nobody take it from you. You know what I'm saying? People can try to come and delay that process for you, but a lot of times even the delays are divinely orchestrated. Okay? So we're not giving power to these folks, you know what I'm saying? And on that note, y'all, I'ma just let's find some advice for y'all. Let's see what we got for the advice. Let's see. We're gonna pull. So yes, so this is getting some rest, okay? I'm getting sleepless. So this is like, When we talk about the peace and the stillness, the meditation, like all of these are forms of rest. Spa days, things like that. Like just pouring into self to ensure that you're not being overworked. You're not being overdrained. You're not being utilized in too many places, okay? Set aside time for self, okay, and rest, and also like allow your vulnerabilities, right, to be your strengths, right? When you allow your vulnerabilities to be your strengths, then it's like nobody can use that against you. You see what I'm saying? It's like when you are like you hold on too much to those vulnerabilities, or you hold on too much to certain things, you give people power over it because they see that you care about it. It's like when you don't give a fuck, nobody has the power when you don't care. Because it's like, I don't give, okay. And then they be like, well, damn, like, you know, because it's energy, right? It's an energy exchange. So it's like, it's a one-sided energy. It's like one-sided. So it's like they're not really getting what they want out of it when you don't fucking give a fuck. So let's just stop. That's another thing. Stop giving a fuck. And lay your burdens down. But also, this is also like cleaning up clutter, right? We could be clutter-brained. We could have clutter in our space. We could be disorganized. All of these things, this is what this is about. Tapping into finding more structure, finding more clarity, more organization, right? Because I notice my mind works more clearly when I'm more organized, right? When I feel like, or when I write things down, even, that's kind of form of organization, because I can go back and reference those thoughts or what I was thinking and things like that. But when I do that, I feel so much more clear in my space and in my energy, right? So that's what this is about. And also, too, a lot of low vibrational energy will come with attachments, with things, with clutter. So get rid of shit that it has old energy attachments to it that, you know, if like we not holding on to sentiment. You know how like motherfuckers got, you know, ex's hoodie in your closet, or, you know, you just harboring things that have sentimental value, but they're not really doing you any, it's like taking up space. And it's like, that's your ex. We're not even together no more, you know, whatever. Like, let that shit go, because there's energy that be attached to that shit. You see what I'm saying? What else, Spirit? Last message, and we're going to get the last message from the angels. We always got to hear from the angels. See what the angels is talking about, okay? All right. What we got? What we got, angels? What we got? There we go. All right. So we got peace, baby, protection, and peace. So protect your peace, y'all. I mean, what was we just saying? Hey, Colossal Kennel, Indiana. Welcome to the live, love. So, yes. Jamila said this was for me. Yes, baby, this is your confirmation. Yes, cuz you too. And then she said, that's you, structurization. Big facts. It's Chad. Hey, Chad. Hey, sis. Welcome to the live, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you, mamas. Yes, y'all. So, okay, let me go ahead and finish this up. So, protection, right? Protect your peace, all right? Protection. You are in your own safe hands. Life can often feel unfair, dangerous, and uncertain. If you feel vulnerable, betrayed, drained, or frightened, allow the angel of protection to gently wrap their loving wings around you and bring you the courage, guidance, and comfort you need to thrive. Whenever you feel sensitive, visualize a bubble of white, yellow, or purple light around you. Nothing can penetrate that bubble. It is a protective armor and will keep you safe until you are ready to emerge or interact again. Be aware that you may be absorbing the negative emotions of others. Recognize what is not yours and detach from it. Reframe your attitude towards your sensitivity. Think of your empathy, intuition, and gentleness as a strength, a healing light for yourself and the world. Big facts. Was that not just a confirmation that we just was saying that, hey, Onyate 4800, thank you so much for joining the live, love. It's Chad. Chad? Who? Chad? Who's Chad? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I was like thinking, Chad. Chad from like Lawrence Central High School? I only know one Chad from high school. Hey. Okay. So peace, right? Peace is the next one, right? Peace, find your calm. But, I'm tripping. So yes, y'all, this just elaborated on what we were just talking about. Protecting your peace. The protection, okay, of your space, your sovereignty, your mindset, all of those things, okay? Peace. Find your calm. Hey, Goody Trap. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. So, find your calm, okay? If you are constantly busy and find yourself feeling anxious and overwhelmed, allow the angel of peace to show you how to be fully present and enjoy the moment. If conflict with others is causing tension, allow this angel to help you find a harmonious resolution by focusing on what unites rather than divides. Take a few moments every day to sit alone in total silence. Close your eyes, stop doing, and just be. Everything about you is calm, beautiful, and reflective. You are still and beautiful waters. Listen to the beating of your heart and tune into your breath. With every exhale, allow any stress, conflict, and tension to leave your body, mind, and heart. With each inhale, welcome only tranquil thoughts and loving feelings for yourself and others. Serenity is your natural state. Big facts, y'all. So yes, this is just more confirmation, right? We talked about protecting our peace, and we were talking about protecting, like finding that balance, within to ensure that when things are not being prioritized, or when things are like not along the path of our purpose, when it comes to the passion, when it comes to the art, the creativity, when it comes to transmuting the low vibrational energy or circumstances or situations that we're going through, okay? Finding that sense of peace and stillness, and also too redirecting, right, the perception, redirecting the perspective, redirecting the narrative of how we're even viewing it is another form of protecting our peace, right? A lot of times people want to act like that you're being delusional, but it's not delusional. It's that you're shifting the perspective, right? And perspective is going to be based on, that specific person. And if something is attainable or not is based on your mindset about it, right? So it can be delusional to someone, but if it's not delusional to you, then it's not delusional, because you know what you can benefit, how you can, thrive. People can't see your abilities, right? They don't really know what you're capable of, right? So that's for them. That's like them needing to uplift and correct their mindset, okay? So they don't hold any limitations on themselves, okay? So yes, y'all. Don't forget that I have my divine Goddess Gang Divination journals, okay? I always like to remind y'all, I want y'all to check those out. They're on Amazon. The link is in my bio, okay? Don't forget to go follow my YouTube channel, Vibe Priestess Tarot, and I'm also on TikTok as well. I want to send y'all so much love. Thank y'all so much for sharing this space with me. We vibe today. Thank y'all, and I'm going to send y'all so much love. Until the next time, peace and love.